Beans and Cornbread.
Before we dive in, here's your required disclaimer. This podcast uses satire and dark humor to discuss very real and very messed up events. We roast the powerful, not the powerless. We don't joke about the victims, but we will joke about the people who thought the rules didn't apply to them. Are you still with us? Good. Now let's get uncomfortable.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is episode 14 to Beans and Cornbread. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Episode 14. It's been a little while.
Yeah?
It's been a little bit.
Yep.
Things have changed a little bit, but
Been a little busy.
so happy to be back on another episode of Beans and Cornbread. Woo! So how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Pump it up.
Okay. So, for this episode, crop circles. Message or hoax? Love me some crop circles.
Man, this is going to be interesting.
They're like super interesting.
Yeah.
So, what do you know about them?
I know supposedly that people think crop circles are created from UFOs or UAPs or unexplained types of phenomena, and they leave these like what's I want to say? Very graphic, detailed designs or diagrams, like in farmers' fields and stuff like that. And I saw an episode of a show where some people actually went out there with these planks with strings and stepping on them and actually made them and stuff like that. But the phenomenon, I do believe, started from alien aircraft supposedly being over fields and creating these from, I don't know, whatever, the alien exhaust or something. I don't know.
Well, they've been around forever.
Really?
Yeah. But...
like dinosaurs was walking past them?
No.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, I haven't read about them lately. And so when I started looking at this episode, I was kind of surprised that most of the stuff I found currently, it's all debunked.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's, of course, people that still believe that, you know. But, yeah, mostly they're a hoax. They've been human-made.
Wow.
With the planks and the strings.
Yeah. And
just going out there and pressing. And it's not mowing. It's bending the wheat, the corn, the barley, whatever.
It's pretty intelligent. I mean, because to be able to do that, I guess on the ground, you got to have measuring tools and all that kind of thing. But yeah, that's interesting though.
Yeah. I mean, I get the string and the plank to make a perfect circle, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But I mean,
the designs that go in with this is what's kind of.
There was a couple, at least two guys, Doug Bauer and Dave Chorley.
Were there a couple?
Well, I don't think they were a couple. Oh. But in the 70s, well, I don't know when they started, but they were just like basically sitting around and being bored. And it was like when the hype of the crop circles were like in the 70s, 80s, you know. And I mean, a lot of stuff was like Satanic Panic, all the UFO stuff. I mean, that's kind of like the whole.
So people were attributing.
Hype. Yeah, it was getting fueled by all that. Yeah. And they were sitting around and they were like, kind of like, let's do a prank. And so they started doing crop circles, and they've done like over 200 of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I guess like they didn't say anything until like the 90s that it was them.
So they did like a decade of these things.
I mean, it's insane.
Or more.
You know how much work that is?
Yeah. But they're probably getting a kick out of it.
Golly. But so.
And then they're like, so really, you can look at it like this. They're doing art on the ground.
Yeah.
And then people are seeing it, so they're probably posting, they're taking pictures of it, but they're putting these otherworldly explanations behind it. So yeah, they was getting a kick out of that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, they were seeing all the hubbub that, you know, like the I'm sure it was the hubbub. That's an old time word.
That's dating yourself. All that hubbub going around.
Yeah. So, but there was something back in the earliest reports. Back in the 1600s. It was called like the mowing devil. It was just like, I didn't look at all like the claims or whatever, but just one that was kind of like famous. And they made a pamphlet out of it. And
the 1600s.
Yeah.
People was
so
doing
the
that.
The farmer didn't want to pay the price that someone, I don't know the whole details, but to scrunch it up, he basically didn't want to pay for someone to mow his field. He had like 3.5 acres or something like that.
Did you say to scrunch it up?
Yeah,
Or to sum it up?
To sum it up, whatever.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I'm being vivid. And so he was like, basically like, I ain't paying your wages, or I'm not doing I'm not going for that price that you're putting out. He's like, I'd rather the devil do it than before you do it.
Wow.
So like the next morning.
In the 1600s, that's pretty brave.
Yeah, no shit. If it was a woman, we wouldn't be talking about
Burned
it.
at the stake.
But I guess the next morning, like all his shit was plowed in like in one day, like mowed. And so that was kind of like technically the first crop circle. Because it was like,
wait a minute. How did that happen? Because you say in the morning, like he woke up and like.
The morning he woke
like
up
Christmas came.
No, he woke up and it was taken care of. And they don't know. It was unexplained.
So the devil mowed his field.
So, yeah. So he had a dispute with a farm worker over wages. He jokingly wished the devil would mow his field of oats. The next morning, a perfectly mowed circular pattern was found in the field.
And this report comes back from the 1600s.
And there's a pamphlet. It was like, I think it was like made on wood or something. No, it does. I'm serious. They have like a picture of it.
A pamphlet made of wood.
All right, don't quote me on that part. But yeah. So it was found the next morning to be mowed in round circles with a precision no human could replicate.
And how? Okay, hold on. How do we know when people say terms like that no human could replicate that?
Well, another thing is, okay, it was on paper. Never mind.
Yeah,
but it was a woodcut. So with a scythe. Scythe.
Sith or in Jedi lore.
Jedi. Okay. I knew as soon as I said it, it wasn't right.
Cut over the lightsaber.
But with crop circles, the only difference is the crop circles, they're bent. And this was actually cut. So, but you could do that overnight. I mean, if you're out there all night with a scythe.
And what do you mean no human can do? So no human could think
precision.
Of putting a stick in the ground and running a piece
Not
of string out of it.
Apparently. I don't know.
And like we didn't have wheels. Like how you think wheels were circular?
I don't know, but it was never disproven. It was never, but back then, my God, you can say, they believed in change. I mean, you can change things. You have a mole and it's the devil's mark. I mean,
right.
They believed in all that, the stuff back then. So, but it was never proven anything differently. So, but yeah, there's a whole pamphlet of it in their little old English.
Now, you know what's interesting to that? Interesting to me because of that. There are, have you remember, you ever seen on Discovery Channel where you see like the monkey shape on the ground?
Yeah.
That you could only see from a certain, and that's much older than that.
Yeah.
Like ancient people made that, but you could only view it if you was up in the air and there was no flight at that time.
Yeah, I wonder what they were going for.
If they did it.
Yeah.
So there's something to it, and I think that's what intrigues a lot of people because it's like, how do you know what that design looks like from an above view if you cannot get above?
Yeah. And like that back then, what's the end game? Like, how would you make people see it?
Who is that
Who's
vision
gonna see?
for?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who's it for?
Yeah. Has to be something in the air.
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're still coming up. They're still, but there's. Now that we know that you can make them from how you make them, people just do them. Well, a lot of times it's like for advertising, or the Olympics or
Eat at Joe's.
proposals, you know. I remember I read somewhere, I mean, this wasn't a crop circle, but it was so freaking sweet. I remember this old man, he grew tulips, which is my favorite flower. And he made it to where it wrote out his wife's name. And they only bloom for like a week. I mean, they're so short-lived. Mm-hmm. But yeah, every year he would do it. And I thought that was sweet.
Did he rent like a hot air balloon?
I don't know that part. I don't remember that part.
Oh, okay.
But I just thought it's a lot of work for, I mean, apparently, well, they must have done that because I don't think he would do all that work for nothing.
Can't see it.
Just promise.
Get on this 10-foot ladder.
Trust me, babe. It says your name.
Baby, get up there on that 10-foot ladder. I built some scaffolding in the middle of this field so you can get up here and look at these tulips with your name written out in it.
I'm like, oh, that's sweet. I don't know. Believers claim. I mean, some people think they're alien messages because they're too complex. They're too perfect for humans to do it. Like electromagnetic interference. Like some of them have like GPS jamming.
Now, this is interesting. I'm going to tie this to something else really quick. Snowflakes.
Yep.
Have you ever seen the study when they put so-called positive energy and water molecules and it creates geometric designs?
No.
And negative energy creates just like chaos, no straight lines or nothing. It's just all jacked up.
It changes the form of the
Yes.
snowflake? No.
Yes.
No.
It's crazy, right? Water molecules
That's so
are
neat.
affected by positive and negative energy.
Oh, that's super cool. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah. That might be an episode we have to do on Beans and Cornbread.
Yeah, that's really cool. Do you know the Arecibo message? Arecibo?
What is that?
So it's a interstellar radio message carrying basic information that was sent from Earth to the globular cluster Messier 13 in 1974. So I think it's like a satellite or something.
Well, it was a message that was sent out, radio message.
Yeah. So it was just like summing up humanity. I guess like...
It's almost like how they put the album or disc on Voyager. So if any alien would find it, you would,
Yeah. So it was meant as a demonstration of human technology achievement, rather I think they were just doing it for that and not try to like reach extraterrestrials. They were just trying to like,
search for life.
Yeah. So what happened was it was just broadcasted a single time. And then
that we know of.
That we know of. But then in 2001, there was a crop circle quote, like air quotes or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it was basically that pattern. So I'm going to show you. And if anyone wants to look it up, they can look it up. So that's what it looked like in radio form or whatever. Can you see that?
Mm.
And then
Describe
there was it looks like something from like Atari. Doesn't it?
Oh, graphic wise?
Yeah, it's like pixels.
Yeah, blocks
it's like
shapes, colors.
It's like tree, I don't know. And there's like a little alien dude in the middle, or that might be a human. It just has like all these different
That's Joe from Pitfall or whatever his name was.
But then there was a in England somewhere, someone had copied this. And so they were kind of like, it was like a hoax saying that the aliens came back and did the message.
You can find that information out. That's not that hard. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was a huge one. But I'm like, God, that's like just the work. I mean, you got to be really...
You got time on your hands.
Time, and how do you cover it, like, the time you're doing it, I wonder? I guess if your place is secluded... Well, I'm just thinking of, like, how long would that take? I mean, that would take, like...
We could go out here and do that in some high grass, and nobody would question that.
Well, I guess so.
And call neighbors over. You ever seen this before? What the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Is this normal occurrence around here?
I don't think couldn't do it around here. Cameras everywhere.
Yeah,
But,
in
like,
our house.
But like, I don't know. I just feel like it would just take too long. Someone would notice. Even if you work all night. I don't know.
I think you should go try it one day.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
not happening.
Get out there with those chickers.
I don't know. Some people believe crop circles align with ancient energy grids. So that's a thought.
That's like that. That's like the ancient aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, every answer's aliens.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it is, but I believe it's
Ancient
aliens.
alien theorists believe
Yeah.
that crop circles aligns with energy grids all throughout the planet.
I know that some circles have unusual magnetic readings or soil anomalies, so that might be. I don't know. Some of them might. I mean, I don't know. They haven't proven them all to be human made.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're so intricate. They're so.
But I mean,
There's got to be a message
think
in
about
them. You
this.
think there's messages in them?
Well, think about this too, right? We talk about how intricate these things are, but as human intelligence, we have AI. I mean, it's like,
Yeah, but we just
Yeah,
got
of
AI. We
course.
haven't.
of course, we can make crop circles.
Yeah, but that's been around since forever. So we can't. We just got AI, like within the,
I'm
with the
just
recent
saying,
history.
just the mind itself has the ability to create. We cannot say because as a society we haven't thought of certain things that certain individuals haven't. Because our biggest jumps in technology have been through certain individuals that get these ideals however they get them, right? And then they bring them to everybody else. So,
That's true.
you know.
That's true. I don't know. Some weird things is like, okay, so the soil and everything. They say animals act differently around crop circles. It's probably the trauma of having.
Hey, man, you bent my grass.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What does that mean?
Dropped your
Behaving
chocolate
oddly.
in my peanut butter.
Wow. That's dating. That's dating you. And then people have reported seeing orbs and lights before formations appear. I mean, there's been some people that say, "Oh, I flew." There's been a few pilots that tried to pull one over because they're like, "Oh, I flew over this 20 minutes ago, and on my way back, it appeared."
Yeah.
Which they were full of shit.
It makes me want to go buy a farm. We should get a farm.
Just to
And-
do crop
and set up
circles.
set up some cameras around our farm and just see if our cows will get mutilated and
What is
crop circles will be
wrong
made.
with you? No, I'm
And
good.
if any of our kids would get abducted.
God. I think you're cut off. I don't know. Do you think any of them are?
I just don't know what would be the reason behind it and
don't
why. What's the
either.
purpose of leaving these geometric shapes?
And I've talked to this
If-
before. Like, I always thought there would be like scorch marks, but yeah, you told me that they were like, they don't use like regular
man.
rocket.
I'm just making the analogy
Well, I'm just saying it does make
that
sense.
as human beings we use rocket fuel.
Because I'm
to
thinking burning from like
burst.
their
Their
landing.
propulsion systems are different, most likely.
Yeah, it's just because they hover a lot, so that would be.
And they do things that are not aligned with our earthly physics or
Yeah.
our universal understanding of physics. So anything would be possible because we would not understand it anyway because we're not at that level of technology. Dyson sphere. You know what that is? Whole nother ball game. Never mind.
That sounds familiar.
That's an alien technology that's so advanced that it could build a shell around its parent star or the sun.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And
We
get
heard that on Neil.
all of that energy. You know what I mean? All that. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I think they've all been man-made.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Until you can prove otherwise.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they're left as signs of warning or
Yeah.
signs of contact, or you know how some people believe that, or
It's really interesting though. You know, I remember like when I first started seeing about crop circles, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. And
Yeah, when I first started seeing them,
there's farmers acting all, and I don't know how this happened.
Yeah.
Me and Ma was in there. She was holding a pitchfork, and we was taking this photo. Next day, somebody or something, we thought we heard some eerie sounds, and the hair stood up on the back of my neck. Next thing you know, we got this crazy design in our field.
And how do they even know that they know it's a crop circle, but how do they know?
Well, somebody had to coin it as that.
Well, no. I mean, like, when do you actually see the whole design of it? Like, these regular Joe Smo farmers.
Well, I guess
I'm just thinking of the logistics.
You look at it when you first just walk up on it, and you're like...
Yeah, you can see, okay,
you see patterns.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what does it look like from above?
I guess, yeah.
Natural
now
thought.
you have drones, and now you
build
can...
some scaffolding.
And you can, someone with a crop duster that can come by and...
Flower my field and tell me what you see. Oh, my God, Ed, you wouldn't believe this.
I don't know. I just think they're interesting. I think they're...
And guess what? On the South 40, no one's working your fields. Where they all go?
Yeah, where? That's a question. We don't know. So, yeah, I just thought that topic was pretty cool. It's like...
That is a cool topic.
It's like orbs or...
You know why this topic is disappointing to me, though?
Huh?
Because you said that most have been debunked.
Yeah.
Because there's a part of me that, like X-Files, I want to believe.
I know. Like 10 years ago, I think I'd have been totally knee deep in this. Like, but...
Up to the elbows.
Yeah. Totally believe in it. But, I mean, some of them are just crazy. So I'm thinking, maybe like the three circles or something. I'd believe that more to be an alien thing.
Without a design.
Without this full-blown maze.
Looks like landing legs.
Yeah. Or like this maze or like this whole geometric
or
labyrinth.
Giving off a huge radiation signal.
Yeah.
You go out there with a Geiger counter or something.
At least kind of make it believable. Nowadays you have to make it, you have to go full-blown. You have to cover all the...
Got to go find you some plutonium and stuff to make it seem real.
Basically.
Yeah. Can't get that at your average hardware store, though.
No, you can't. So, anyways, yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. Crop circles.
So, we're leaning on the side of hoax.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So, if any of you out there know any or have any evidence of real, true life crop circles with like real evidence, like you got pictures of the UFO hovering.
I'm sure we've seen it. I don't think we're going to be the first ones that get this sent to.
And we could be the first. We don't mind. I promise you, we don't mind.
Oh, I'd embrace the mess out of that.
We wanna do it. We will actually do a visual edition of Beans and Cornbread if you can send us some real UAP.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
UFO footage. Doesn't even have to be about a crop circle now that I'm thinking about it. But a crop circle would be definitely cool to tie it in with this episode. So make sure, if you haven't already done so, please like, share, and subscribe to the Marvin Out Network, where you get your full dosage of Beans and Cornbread podcast, along with the last 9, which is coming up next.
We'll be back. Toodles.
Beans and Cornbread. Okay, and welcome back to Beans and Cornbread. This is the last 9, and we're going to go deep. We're going to get a little deep in this one. We're going to share some details. We're going to talk about some feelings and things of that nature on the human experience side. So, Jess, are you ready for the last 9?
No. I don't like to talk about feelings,
So, and the reason I want to do this, because there's been a lot of changes in our lives, right? So I recently started a new job. Yep. And with the new job means that we don't get to spend as much time together as we have over the last 4 or 5 months.
Yep.
And so let's talk about what that means as a couple and what that means as human beings when it comes to feelings and emotions. I think that's a great topic for the last night. It's not a long, drawn out thing, so we don't have to go overly emotional. But when I bring that up or say that to you, what comes to mind?
Yeah, it's definitely different. We were basically 24 hours a day with each other for the past, essentially it's been, full blown months and months. And everything together, going to the store, everything, taking walks. And so now
doing podcasts.
Yeah. That's why we started this, because we were just doing stuff together. It's weird. It's going to take some time to get used to again. Because I'm not working. And so me being at the house.
Well, it's not that you're not working. You're not going to a physical
I'm not going to
job.
work. Yeah. I have
plenty going
my
on.
baking business and with the kids and the household stuff. So yeah. But after all that's done, or if I don't have anything due at that moment, just like you said, you saw on the cameras, I just looked pitiful. I was sitting on the couch and just watching my British shit.
Right.
I was told your mom today, I was like, I'm planning on my goal, not my goal, but I know I'm going to be watching stuff that you're not interested in while you're gone.
Makes sense.
So
get it on out the way.
Yeah. So I know I'm watching all my stuff that I know you just have no interest in. But although on the plus side, it does make when you come home even more special.
Right.
So, I think that helps.
And I think like this, it's like, just understanding as human beings that we're social creatures, right? And so then when you're able to be fully expressive with another human being without anything interfering, without anything stopping that, I think that's when you truly can be who you're meant to be. Because the understanding of self is very important. But also, I think the understanding of self when you're dealing with a spouse or a significant other is even more so important, because it gives you a level of love. It gives you a level of understanding. It gives you a level of even self-worth and understanding the worth of another person that goes far beyond, I think, what you could get as a single person. And so it's cool to be able to have those moments and then to be able to reflect on them and be like, wow, it's crazy how you can give so much of yourself to someone else that you're constantly thinking about it, constantly thinking about them. And then it gives more, for me, right, it gives me more drive for what I'm doing, because I know it leads to the responsibility of us, not just me. I hope I said that in such a way that people could understand what I'm saying. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That same for me, but in my version, I'm at home making sure everything's taken care of. Make sure you have a packed lunch. Hopefully you'll eat it.
Right. Yeah, I don't have a lot of. Well, I do have time to eat, but I'm a workaholic, so I go through.
It's a new job too, so that helps. Yeah. But and just know that you come home to not chaos,
peace.
But everything is taken care of. Dinner, well, this sounds traditional, but dinner will be on the table soon, and
Well, let me ask you this, because this has been a big point of contention in a lot of marriages when it comes to living like that, because normally both spouses are working, right? And this in our household doesn't necessarily have to be that way. But does it seem like to you a chore to do those things, or is it something that you enjoy doing?
No,
What does it feel like
I think
to you?
like years ago, it probably would have been. I probably would have been kind of irritated about it.
So what changed that? I'm guessing because of someone else listening to this, a couple, right? That might be younger than us, they might think the same way.
Well, I just realized that thankfully I don't have to work traditionally. I have a baking business that since we moved, it's slowly picking up again. But so I will be doing my stuff also. But I know that it's almost like I'm grateful that I'm not working in that way outside the house, because just the fact that we I like to get everything done. I like having, the kids.
Sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
Right?
I know the kids, they don't need to take the bus. I know I can take them to school. I know a lot of people don't have that opportunity to spend as much time with their kids, or, they have to take the bus, or latchkey kids or whatever.
And honestly, I think that sometimes that gets overlooked because of the hustle and bustle of life when both couples are both working in jobs and there's daycare and all those things involved. It's almost like you'll take that for granted. But then when you get to experience it and know that gives you a semblance of control of what goes on in your child's life and in your life for the moment of time that is taking place, you realize how important that is. You know what I mean? And you realize as we get older and our kids and we become empty nesters, you'll look back at those times. You know what I mean? So just think about not ever having that.
Yeah.
Right? What did those people look back on?
Yeah. And I know people that they don't have a choice, and that's, but I don't look at it as, I think years ago I would have looked at that as like trapped in a way. And I was so like hard-headed, like you ain't gonna tell me that my role is to be a homemaker. That's how I was just so against it, just because I was under the idea that I was being submissive or
forced into
or
something.
forced to, or like I tell my girls, that they need to be strong, independent women. So I was just like, it doesn't negate me being a strong, independent woman, because I have an opinion. I'm going to say my opinion.
And the other key on my side is like, I want you to understand, like, yeah, I want you to think like that.
Yeah.
I want to share these experiences with you. I want us to talk about things and how we move forward and whatever is going to take place for us to be prosperous and for our kids to succeed in life. So it's not like I'm not against you. I'm always for you.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that's hard for somebody to understand.
Well, I think it depends on how the man, first of all, delivers that message, because it can go so different.
Right.
And that's going to change how the hackles of the woman are going to come up.
Yeah.
And
it also depends on how the woman was raised prior to meeting that man.
And I was raised nowhere near how I am.
Right.
So I don't know. Just it's just, this is working for us. This is that just everything will be done. The kids know everything will be done.
We're holding up our sides of our responsibilities.
Yeah. So yeah. But in reality, grateful you're working again. Because no, not just because you're out of the house. Which is part of it, because I know you wanted that.
Right.
In a way, because I know you want, like,
But here's the crazy part.
I know you want to accomplish things.
But here's the crazy part. Yes, absolutely. But that time period, honestly, I wouldn't change it for nothing.
No.
Because of what it allowed us to do together, for what was built during that time together. Like, we started a whole podcast. We do Trails in Therapy. Like, those things, like, just think about other couples that don't have time to do anything together as far as being able to do stuff like that and believing in each other and dialoguing and talking with each other and communicating with each other about this is what we want to do together. Because normally when you have kids, what it's turned into, it's about the kids. But if you don't have the foundation set and corrected, it don't matter what you have for the kids, it's going to fail because the foundation is not where it needs to be.
Yeah.
So our whole thing, to me, and you may agree or may not, I don't know, I'll let you speak on it, is being like making sure that we're straight. Because when we're straight and we can continue to think in union with each other, then we're open to do anything and be a success at it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So you agree?
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there you have it, folks. It's been I shouldn't say a weird one, but this has been the last 9. And I'm going to leave you with the last words.
Just like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you for the next episode.
All right.
Toodles.